Putting a tie on. No big deal, right? Well, the next time you have to wear a tie, try putting it on with one hand.
So I had a brain tumor at 13 that left me partially paralyzed. The clinical name is a hemiplegic, so partially paralyzed on the left side. So I have very limited use of my arm, and I walk with a limp. And not fun, but doable.
Les Chan of Victoria chose to make his life more than doable.
Okay, Les, you're going to show me how to put on a tie with one hand.
Yeah.
All right. See.
Okay. So when I was going to school, I had to ask my dad every morning to tie my tie.
Yeah.
And I just got very sick of having to ask somebody. Well, my mother, who had rheumatoid arthritis, she always did everything. So I kind of saw that.
Les refuses to feel sorry for himself.
I kind of see that as a waste of time and then energy.
He wants to live his life as independently as possible.
I don't want to have to ask people for help.
Instead, Les uses his time and energy to learn what he calls survivor tips and techniques, like how to tie a tie with one hand or put on a stylish wristwatch.
You have to learn a new sense of normal. There is no normal in your life. It's all changed.
Not only is Les living as independently as possible,
it works very well, and there's my watch.
He's also published a cookbook, gives walking tours of Chinatown, and he's an artist.
Well, I saw my aunt years ago doing artwork, and it was quite fun, and I think I've always wanted something artistic to do. So I started it, and I got very disenfranchised with the patterns that you bought. I design my own patterns now, and it's lots of fun. And I call it life is a stitch, and then you buy.
I asked Les what he thought of people who do not have a disability, but spend their lives on the couch instead of living an active life.
Okay, I physically like to slap them, but I don't think you can do that. People aren't really receptive to that. Yeah, I think people should just look at themselves and be grateful that they're, quote, physically fit and able to do things, and they should get off their duff and do something.
Les also inspires and motivates people through his public speaking engagements.
Because I recognize now a lot of people having strokes and being disabled at an early age, 30s or 40s. Well, I've got all this stuff that I can show them how to make their lives easier.
I find it so interesting that many people I know who have no disability are negative and self-centered. So how does a guy who has an excuse to be bitter turn out to be positive, funny, and caring?
Everything in life is a choice. I think you choose to be happy. You choose to wallow in your disability. That's your choice. And you can do that if you want. I choose not to go there.
In Victoria, I'm Dan Kahan.